Good morning, good morning. It is 8:32 on May 30th, 2024. I'm Trooper Steve, Stephen Montiero, your new 6 traffic safety expert, and today we are tackling a very busy area of Central Florida. I'm talking like John Young Parkway, Old Winter Garden, John Young Parkway up to Colonial, and then maybe a little bit of the surrounding area. Now, as luck would turn out for me, we're here to talk about vehicles parking on the sidewalk and things like that. If you've traveled at any point up and along John Young Parkway, in that little stretch, it's not even a mile. It's probably a quarter of a mile, if that, from 408 on John Young up towards 50. On the west side of the road, there's a lot of used car dealerships. And then along Old Winter Garden and Mercy and Ivy and all that stuff. A lot of the times, I would almost come out and say 90% of the time that I drive through this area, there are vehicles parked on the sidewalk. Excess vehicles, overflow from the businesses that they can't fit in on their property, and they park them outside. Now, I don't think this is done maliciously, but it can and is a problem. This is my problem today. I'm driving out here this morning, and I did not find one. Not one. And I am so confused. I'm like thinking, well, something may have happened. Maybe, you know what it is? Maybe every single person that works along those businesses are News 6 viewers. And maybe, just maybe, they heard me say, that little girl needs a seatbelt on. Maybe they heard me this morning saying I'm about to head out here and call out every single one of you guys, and I'm going to notify the county. And maybe they all came out here and moved their cars off the sidewalk. If that's what they did, then hey, I don't care, because the goal for me and what really gets me excited is when things are right. Anytime you've seen it, I get really frustrated about this stuff because it's so simple. But we've got 15 minutes with each other for the next 15 minutes. If I don't see a car, then hey, great. But we will talk about why it's important to avoid parking on a sidewalk and things like that. So I'm a little west of the exact location that we were hitting today, just because I wanted to venture out a little bit and then work our way that way. So currently we are now eastbound along Old Winter Garden. And we are coming up on, let's see, I'll give you a cross street on Klondike Avenue, eastbound. And we're going to be approaching Ivy Lane here and the 408 overpass within the next probably 30 to 60 seconds. So if you're looking on your screen right now, both sides of the roadway that border Old Winter Garden here are all small business. We're talking mechanics. There's a church here, a lot of little churches, Ivy Lane Elementary School. You have Ivy Lane Park right here on the right there. And then you have an abundance. When I say an abundance, I have never seen so many used car dealers in one location. But if you look here on the right side of your screen, and there's one on the left side too, but you can't see it. There's a sidewalk on both sides of the road here, east and westbound along Old Winter Garden. So we're crossing through Ivy Lane right now and going underneath State Road 408. Just to give you a little reference, east on Old Winter Garden, meaning we're headed towards John Young Parkway. And we are passing Mercy right now. This is where it tends to be the big violations. Unfortunately, for you as the viewer this morning, I even came out here. I didn't see anybody. But a lot of the times, it does seem like they've cleaned up a lot. But you'll see cars right here on the right side of the screen that are just there on display, whether it's a customer or an excess vehicle. And this comes close to it, but they're definitely not violating anything. You can see here, these cars right there. Ready? Bing. Super close. Oh, red light runner. He made it, but definitely over 45. So, and they'll park right up on it. Now, right up on it and on it, two different things, right? So, is that guy driving on the sidewalk? Look. Up ahead, right side of the screen. Just driving. You see that? I don't know if you guys can see it clearly. This part of town is always interesting. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what this car is going to do. You can barely see it just because of the whiteout of the sun in our face, but you can see it right here. Driving down, and he's going to park there. And it's for sale. Now, I do think there has been some kind of notice given out, because every single small business, none of these are related, every single one of them have almost repositioned the cars. And they're right up on the grass, but not on the sidewalk. ADA requirements sync with Florida law, traffic laws, and you are not allowed to block a public sidewalk. So let's just answer that off the gate here. You are not allowed to block a public sidewalk. Believe it or not, this includes within your community as well. If you live in a community and you block your sidewalk, you can get in trouble for it. Your HOA, local municipality can write you a ticket. So definitely not something you want to do. But this morning, guys, I don't know what has gotten into everybody. I haven't spotted a problem yet. Not one. And it's disappointing when it comes to me giving you some content, but I'm okay with this, because if I can hop on air with you guys tomorrow and be like, we fixed a problem, then that's getting results, period. Whether you did it, we don't care. As long as the results have been gotten, that's all that matters. So we're going to continue over John Young Parkway here, or through John Young Parkway. It's not an overpass. So we can continue on our little mission of finding vehicles parking on the sidewalks. But you could see, though, why it would happen, how busy a lot of these these companies are. There's a vehicle right there, not blocking the sidewalk, though. Red light, and we're going to come to a stop. All right, so now we are at the intersection. Whoa, look at that. Why would... Okay, not surprised. Whoa, what did we just watch? Clown number one, baby. And that is the King Clown. Are you kidding me? So why am I freaking out, and what did we just watch? We just watched a white Camry, left travel lane, run the red light at speed, didn't even touch it, and make a right from the left travel lane. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Unbelievable. So there's always something, right? So that's what just happened right there. Yeah, didn't expect that, but that just shows that this stuff could happen at any moment. And as a driver, I'm really excited that the vehicle in front of us was at a complete stop at the stop bar. If you look down in front of the center of the screen there, this minivan, this red Toyota Sienna, is stopped there. If they were further out and stopped, that clown, the white Camry, would have had to go into the intersection completely for their violation of the traffic law. Wow. That one caught me off guard. That would have been a nice ticket. That would have been $262 and 4 points on that driver's license for running the red light like that. Some of you would, well, he made a right on red. Nah, we get to pick which violation we're sticking on. And for that kind of driving, I'm not going to just write a normal moving violation for 164. No, you're getting the red light run at 262 with 4 points. That's a lot of money, y'all, and a stupid violation. So unnecessary. You sit here at the light and you're delayed for maybe 3-4 minutes. So man, didn't expect that one. So we're going to cross through the intersection here. We have not spotted the reason why we're out here yet, which is a good thing. No one is parked on a sidewalk. We haven't seen it yet, and I'm okay with that. But that is why we're out here today at John Young Parkway and Old Winter Garden area. Oh, got one. We're going to turn around. So there is a used dealership. Man, they're all over the place, the used car dealerships. So we're going to get turned around so we can talk about exactly what is the violation of why we were out here. So now we're on the east side of Old Winter Garden. I'm going to get turned around because I want to get to that other car that we just saw. But we're now going to turn around and head back west on Old Winter Garden, but we're going to do it safely. We want to do it properly. So I'm going to pull right here into this business. Out of the main road. We're going to back out into the side residential road. And then we're going to head back. I narrate almost everything I do with you guys simply because I'm by myself, and the only thing I can sometimes hear is Donovan chewing on something when he doesn't mute his mic in my ear. So it's like having my own little buddy with me hanging out. But as we continue, and you hear it, I know you guys can't hear it, but I can hear it. So as we head eastbound here right now, all right, here we go. So we have a sidewalk on the right side of the road here. We've got a speeding Hyundai Sonata. So I want you to watch the sidewalk here. Right here, west on Old Winter Garden at Buchan. So see how these cars are lined up? These first four are okay. So that's it, motor cars here. This last one, not okay. The Volkswagen, no, not okay. So you could see that they are blocking that sidewalk back there, and this would be a violation. This would be a problem. Now, why is this a problem? Because our pedestrians need a place to travel. This is why the sidewalk is there. As drivers, we have an abundance of options. As pedestrians, we do not. As bicyclists, we do not. What happens a pedestrian in a wheelchair or something like that? The sidewalk is the no zone for any type of vehicle. Just not happening, all right? We're going to head north here on John Young. Hold on. Oh, whoa, violation! Almost took out the bicyclist, and the bicyclist has the right-of-way. Good job, white Malibu. Clown number 3, just because the parked car is going to be clown number 2. Wow. Almost took that bicyclist out. And the bicyclist, ladies and gentlemen, did have the right-of-way in said crosswalk. I watched them. They waited. They pushed it. They had the counter going. They began their cross. And then he still had 38 seconds on his cue to cross. And that driver just pulled out right in front of him there. If you are seeing someone in the crosswalk, you must yield to them, especially when the clicker's there and it's showing that it's okay for them. Man, 2 big moving violations this morning and 1 car blocking the sidewalk. I think we've shown our point here, but I do want to, I'm going to pull a U-turn here on John Young at, what's this intersection? At Business Center. This is where the Greyhound bus station is. And there are no cars where we normally see this problem, but I want to show you where we normally see the problem. It's okay that it's not happening. I'm actually really excited. There is, I wonder what you guys think. There is something in my heart that wants me to go to that car dealership and just ask them, do they know that blocking the sidewalk is illegal? What do you guys think? I'm not going to do that on a stream just in case, like, they don't like that I'm asking a question. But it is curious to me because, you know, if I was a business owner and someone came up to me and told me that, I wouldn't want to have my car out there and have a news truck that specializes in traffic live streams calling me out. Just saying. So, what's our 3 clowns that we saw? 1, ran a red light, made a right on red from a left through lane and didn't even touch the brakes. Then we saw 1 car blocking the sidewalk, and we just saw a 3rd vehicle make a right on a green light, which is legal, but almost take out a bicyclist for failing to yield right-of-way to said bicyclist. So almost 2 crashes that we've seen just in this area. Again, John Young Parkway, just north of 408 up to the State Road 50, and then kind of expanding out a little bit. But man, what a mess. All right, we're going to turn around. So right here on the right side of your screen is where I see these cars all the time. All the time, every day, from about right here, and they're lined up, all up on the sidewalk. Now, this trash bin should not be here. This trash bin out of Green Light Car Sales should not be there because it is blocking the area there. I'll even turn the back camera. Look how clear that is. If someone in a wheelchair would have to hop off the curb and go into the road in order to get by, when that's just not okay. In my book, that is not that's not okay. Someone should not have to change their direction of travel, especially if they're a pedestrian. Especially if they're a pedestrian. So, on second thought, I don't think it's probably the best idea that I go over to that business. So we're not going to go over to that business. I will kindly shoot them an email just so they're aware, as a courtesy. Of course, we're not ever here to give anybody a hard time or cause any problems. We're here to get results and make people aware and educate. We're not out writing tickets because, one, I can't. There are times that I would love to, like those 2 vehicles that we've seen already. But at the end of the day, the brand News 6 and the brand Trooper Steve, we just want to help you out. And we want you to gain knowledge. And yes, do I deliver it sometimes in a sarcastic way in order to get your attention? Absolutely. But it works. And that's why we do what we do. And that's why you guys enjoy this stuff. So we're back out here at John Young. And I am going to wrap this little segment up. This was a really good one. We got to see at least one of the violations that brought us out here. But then we got to see some really bad driving behavior. So some things to take away. At no point in time, even in your community, unless you physically own that sidewalk, so most residential communities, 99% of them, you are not allowed, even in your driveway, you are not allowed to block a sidewalk. And yeah, you can get a ticket for it, believe it or not. So out here with these businesses, they are not allowed to do that. They don't own that sidewalk. They do not pay to maintain it. We all do within our taxes. So please be aware of that, equipment and things like that. But great job in this area this morning, because 95% of the time I see things like this. And this morning we're coming out here on this beautiful, hot, muggy Thursday, and we're not seeing it. So keep up the good work. Pay attention to your red lights. Pay attention to pedestrians, on bicyclists. That really irritated me because that bicyclist did nothing wrong and almost got taken out. So unnecessary. You guys have a great day. Please drive safely. I am off tomorrow, so we will not have a live, but of course we're going to show you one that we have done before. So make sure you tune in, share it, educate. Let's have a good day. You guys have an amazing one. Drive safely. Love y'all. Wear your seatbelts. Be blessed. See ya.